Well, 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 if this isn't the easiest decision in the history of decisions, then I don't know what is. I said we needed to bring in a veteran goalkeeper to patch things up for a year or two, and what better player to do that for under 3 million, one of the greatest goalkeepers of our generation, Manuel Neuer? How can I possibly say no to that? And Thierry is gonna shovel over 3 million euros for an offer to Bayern Munich. And they accept Neuer to Monaco. It's happening. Here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to my AS Monaco Career Mode series here. This is episode 5. We're at the beginning of season 2, and we've got Champions League football, and we're trying to defend our French League title this campaign. And what better way to start off than signing one of the best goalkeepers to ever play the game, Manuel Neuer, for just 3 million euros, as you saw there at the beginning of this episode. Now let's get into some more transfers, which is primarily going to be the focus of this episode, along with addressing our squad, where we're at, and where we're heading this season. So let's get right into it. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment. I appreciate all the love this series has gotten so far. I'm having a lot of fun with it. Very much looking forward to FC24 if you haven't heard already. I'll be starting it with a Liverpool career mode just to have a little bit of fun off the bat and get used to how the game feels, but back to this career mode. You see here we have about 66 million euros left in our budget for this transfer window, and we've actually brought in 2 players so far. I know you see 4 there. 2 of these guys are just to meet one of our objectives that we were given, to sign 2 players born in North America, which is so stupid, so I just signed 2 free agents from the United States just to get it over and done with. And then honestly, I released them because it doesn't really matter that much. And you see we've also signed Edin Dzeko, legendary striker, 37-year-old, who's still an 82 overall, which is incredible. He was a free agent, so we signed him up. I said we needed a veteran striker, so him and Briel Embolo are going to be a striking duo, battling it out for who starts here at Monaco this season, which is going to be a lot of fun. And then Manuel Neuer, as you've already seen, I've already mentioned, we got him for 3 million euros from Bayern Munich. He's 37 years old, but he's still an 89 overall. So the last 3 seasons of his career are going to be played with AS Monaco. We may not need another goalkeeper for the rest of this career mode, depending on how Manuel regresses. But I did want to pay 3 million euros and pay my respects to Bayern, as I'm taking one of the most legendary players in their club's history. So I went a little over value and totally respected Bayern here, as they did loan us Newell for a season last year, and he did excellent for us as a league title winning goalkeeper for Monaco. But you see the names here. We're going to go ahead and try to sign ADEYEMI with our 66 million in our budget right now. He's valued at 41.5 million euros, but it could cost up until our full budget. So we're going to break the bank on him. Whatever Dortmund want, we're going to pay it. He's the player we want on the right wing for us. He's going to be the guy that we sign right now, and then we're going to try to sell a few players as well. Ben Yedder, you see, Miran Bodu, and Anthony Musaba, we're going to try to sell. That'll probably get us around 35 million euros, hopefully, maybe a little bit more. And then we'll try to sign these players. Our third choice center back is going to be either Emmanuel Agbadou or Marco Friedel from Werder Bremen. We're going to be signing our third choice central midfielder, which is either going to be Gabri Veiga from Celta Vigo. Kind of reminds me of Cesc Fabregas, who used to play for Monaco. He's got a lot of potential, this Gabri Veiga kid. Or, I'm going to butcher this name, but Jean Richner Bellegarde from Haiti. Actually, he's French in FIFA, but I changed his nationality to Haiti because he can play for the Haitian national team. And then, as requested in a comment, we're going to be signing Gift Orban, the Nigerian striker who plays for Ghent in the Belgian League. He's going to be our third choice striker, and then when Ben Chigir comes back, we're just going to have a bunch of great strikers in our team. And like I've been saying a lot to myself as I've been trying to make these signings, a lot of depth is not a bad thing. You see Man City and how they operate their business, and tell me how that's working. So if we're going to try to overtake PSG in this career mode as one of the best teams in the French League, and if that's really our objective, then we need need to play like the big boys and really load up our squad with tons of depth. So players like Gift, players like Gabri Vega or Bellegarde are going to be excellent to have because more depth is never a bad thing. So let's go get our boy Karim Adeyemi, our premier signing in this window besides Manuel Neuer, and really shock the social media world and get one of the most electric young players in all of football. And it was actually pretty easy. Thierry Henry got Dortmund to agree to a 50 million euro deal for Adeyemi. So now let's go agree to the personal terms and make Karim a Monaco player. And Karim says yes, he wants Monaco and Monaco wants him. Here we go. It's time for Adeyemi, it's time for Neuer, and it's time for Monaco to go to new heights with these new signings. I'm loving this. To the So in other news in terms of the squad, you see there Neuer in his Monaco kit. But some players that we're sending out on loan, Ruben Laurent we brought in from the youth academy, sent him on loan to Port Vale. Krislan Matsima, we decided to send him out on loan to Sunderland for this season. Marceline is back from his loan. We're actually going to keep him around along with Sacco as our 4th and 5th choice center backs. We're going to sign that 3rd choice, as I said. Sabelo Malangu is 17. We brought him up from the youth academy, but he's a 69 overall. He's actually a very high overall, and he's an excellent all-around player. So right now, if we leave him in the squad, behind Fofana and Kamara, he would be our 3rd choice center defensive midfielder, and I actually don't mind him doing that. So I think we're going to keep him around this season in the first team. Magasa is out on loan at Malaga. Tiago Ribeiro is out on loan at Chavez in Portugal. Lamara Shaw is out on loan at Paris FC. Eden Diop is still out on loan at Anderlecht. We're selling Musaba, as I said. There is Karim Adeyemi wearing the number 20 for Monaco, and Dzeko taking the number 9, and Briel Embolo switching to the number 10. I love those new looks for our attackers. And then Ben Shaqir is still out on loan at Sporting. When he comes back, he's going to be incredible as well. So we've got a lot of young depth in terms of getting great with potential, and we've got some veteran talent across this squad. We're really starting to build it from top to bottom, some great depth. And now we're just going to sim along and see if we get any offers for Ben Yedder or Miran Bodu or Musaba. And once we get some of those big money transfers in so we can sign more players, we can increase our budget from 14 million and go sign the rest of the guys I had in our transfer hub. And then make a decision if we want Gabri Vega or Bellegarde. And I think I know which one I want. And another decision I made is that I will not be sending out any other scouts. This is our youth academy as it stands. Ayanda Malangu, Sabelo's brother, is still in the academy. I'm not going to send any of these guys out on loan until they hit 17 years old. Jean Peltier, David Duran, who's not as good as the others, and then Noam Hubert, who has excellent potential. The academy is going to stay this way, and I'm actually not going to sign any more guys because I do only plan on doing this career mode series until the 3rd or 4th season, so if we sign anybody this season, I unfortunately just don't see them being a part of the squad in the amount of time we're going to be doing this career mode before FC24. So unfortunately, but also fortunately, this is what our youth academy looks like, and we do have some incredible young talent. And we've gotten an agreement on a deal for Anthony Musaba to have the FC Twente for 3.1 million euros. We're going to accept that deal. And we have agreed to a deal for Miran Bodu, 13.5 million euros we're going to get from Galatasaray. He's going to go and play in Turkey. I think that's a really good deal. Now let's go bring in Gift Orban and one of our other signings that we want to bring in this window. And we're going to get Gift Orban here, the Nigerian prospect from Ghent. 7 million euros and a 10% sell-on clause. Another excellent young striker to add to Thierry Henry's onslaught of attacking depth. Love it. And as we didn't have him scouted in the transfer hub quite as well as the other players, you couldn't see his overall, but here he is, Gift, showing great potential. He has 81 potential, 73 overall, and you see he has very solid sprint speed, decent strength, overall a pretty good physical player. excellent finishing, great long shots and shot power. He's got a wicked shot on him, and he's a pretty average dribbler, but a lot of potential in this young Nigerian to pair alongside Embolo and Dzeko. And in other news, we actually just received an offer from AC Milan for Wissam Ben Yedder, so let's go see if we can get a bit of money from the Italian club. And we were able to have a bid of 25.5 million euros accepted for Wissam Ben Yedder, so he is being sold to AC Milan. That'll bring in some great money for us to use on one of these midfielders and one of these center backs to bring in this window. And Wissam Ben Yedder has officially been sold to Milan. 21.5 million euros coming our way. And here it is in the news. Milan win the race for Wissam Ben Yedder. And that has given us now 46 million euros in the budget. A really good number to go get some good players, but we're actually going to go spend it, probably 15-20 million of that, on Emmanuel Agbadou, so we're not going to go after Marco Friedel, and Gabri Veiga. We're actually not going to go after J.R. Bellegarde here. As good of a player as he is, and as much as I do like him, and I've heard some good recommendations about him, I want Gabri Veiga. He has 85 potential compared to Bellegarde's 80. He's younger, and he's not going to start for us right away, so I do just want him to develop. And if you think about it, in 2 seasons from now, with Gabri Veiga, Enzo Lefebvre, and Thomas Lemar as central midfield options, we're going to be stacked with talent. And not to say that we wouldn't be with Bellegarde, but Gabri Veiga is also a Spanish central midfielder who really does remind me of Cesc Fabregas. He's a well-rounded player with an amazing ability to attack and pass the ball. So we're going to bring him in, and we're going to bring in Emmanuel Agbadou, who's just an absolute tank of a center back to be our third option at the position. So we've gone ahead and agreed to 2 deals here. Emmanuel Agbadou for just under 10 million euros and Gabri Veiga for 10 million euros. So let's go agree to personal terms and bring in 2 excellent players in terms of depth. And a look here at our new signing, Gabri Veiga, who's got loads of potential, 86 now since we signed him. Potentials do go up when you sign players, and I'm changing him to number 4. That was Cesc Fabregas' number when he was here at Monaco. Brilliant, legendary midfielder who also played for Chelsea. But you look at Veiga here, dribbling is incredible, passing has got plenty of room to improve, but it's also very good right now, and his shooting is incredible for a player who plays the midfield position. Loving the look of Gabri Veiga, and think about it, he's only going to get better and better and better. And another thing we've gone and done here in the squad before the season begins is extend the contracts of Youssouf Fofana through 2029, committing to our incredible well-rounded midfielder, and extending the contract of our striker, Breel Embolo, who now wears the number 10, another 3 years with him at Monaco. So before we head into the French Super Cup against, of course, PSG, who you see there, who won the French Cup last year, we won the League. So before we head into that matchup there for that trophy, let's take a look at Monaco's depth chart essentially here, now that we've made all these beautiful signings for Thierry Henry to work with. Let's just go position by position. At left wing, obviously, Alan Saint-Maximin starts. Now, Crepin Diatta is our backup left winger for Alan Saint-Maximin. He can back up on the right as well. And then that's it in terms of left wing depth, technically. Striker depth. Number 1 on the depth chart is going to be Breel Embolo. He earned it last season. He won us the league with that last-minute goal in the last game of the season. And then Edin Dzeko is going to be our backup, with our third option being Gift Orban, the 21 Nigerian news signing who's an absolute gift to us. He will be playing a lot in the Cup and in the Champions League as much as we can. Right wing depth, Karim Adeyemi, the 50 million euro man, is our number 1, with Takumi Minamino as his backup there on the right wing, who's coming off of an injury but had an excellent 75% of the season last season. Central midfield, our number 1 is Thomas Lemar. He is our club captain. He was our leading goal scorer last year. Absolutely incredible player who's taken this club and turned them around. And then we've got Enzo Lefebvre, who we signed and has tons of flair and skill, and we love Enzo here. I love Enzo Lefebvre. We've got Lefebvre and Lemar there in the midfield. And then our third and fourth options are Gabri Veiga is going to be third on the depth chart. I want to absolutely get used to that potential potential and see him out on the pitch and give him every chance he can to show us what he's got and why we signed him. And then Elliot Matazo, who was really good for us last season, is going to be our fourth option in central midfield, and you might also rotate at defensive midfielder a little bit, but he does work better as just a regular central midfielder. And then in terms of CDM depth, Yusuf Fofana is our 1, Mo Kamara is our 2, brilliant player. We're just spoiled to have this kind of depth with him as our second option. I don't need to sell him. I love having him as another option, to be honest. And then the phenom from South Africa, Savelo Malangu, 17 years old. He's already a 70 overall too, and I believe he has 88 potential, so the world is at this kid's fingertips. Left back depth, pretty simple. Caio Henrique is the absolute man. His backup is Ismail Jacobs. And then we also have Zagre kicking it on the bench as well, who might mix in from time to time. Right back, we've got the other Brazilian phenom, Vanderson, who's still only 22 years old. What a brilliant player he is at right back. And then we've got Bright Osai Samuel with his wicked pace off the bench as our number 2 at right back. And then at center back, we've got Axel Dazasi as our number 1 center back. Mo Salisu is our number 2, Emmanuel Agbadou as our new signing and our number 3 option at center back, and then number 4 will be Liverpool legend Mamadou Sakho, and Marcelin rounds things out as our 5th option at center back. It's always good to have lots of defensive options, something I hope Liverpool realizes they need in real life. And then also in the squad, unnamed in the depth chart, is Akliushe. He can play on the wing. He can play in the midfield a little bit. We might mix him in from time to time. He is playing for Monaco a bit in real life. He's an excellent young player as well. And then last but not least, of course, our new number 1 German legend goalkeeper, Manuel Neuer. And his backup will be Polish goalkeeper who just came back from loan, Majecki, who's 23 years old and has a little bit of time to grow. So, to be honest, he's not going to be playing very much, but when he does, he's good enough to be a great backup. So here we are for the Trophée des Champions. Neuer starts, Dzeko starts, Vega starts, Agbadou starts, all new signings, Karim Adeyemi, Diarra on the wings, Bright Osai Samuel gets a start. It's a bit of a mixed lineup for Monaco here. Just 8 days away from the new season, trying to get a chance to see some of our new faces. And our 4th time playing PSG in the last 2 seasons. We've yet to beat them. We've yet to even draw them, but we've gotten close. I think this is a chance for us to break the dam down and get ourselves a trophy in the process as we get ready to start a season where we're defending Ligue 1 champions. So we beat PSG in the league. Let's see if we can beat them to the Trophée des Champions. What a ball here to Mbappe. Agbadou defending, and Agbadou sees out a corner. Well done there by the new signing. Volland with it here, tackled by Agbadou, and Lamar looks to release Diarra. Nice passing here. Volland with the shot, saved by Neuer. Manuel making his mark early. Oh, and PSG are in front. Mbappe finishes. Guys, if there's one man you gotta mark, it's Mbappe. Vega loses his man, and Mbappe's free in the middle to finish. God. Oh, nice passing here. Vega out to Adeyemi. There's the pace. Karim Adeyemi crosses it in towards Diarra, who heads it out. And, alright, there's our first shot. Dzeko's gonna win this header here. Vega. Dzeko gets it here. What are we doing? Vega wins it back. Gets it to Adeyemi, crosses it in, and Marquinhos comes away with it. And it's been a dominant half for PSG. They have a corner here near the end of the first half, taken short. Gabri Vega tackles, ball's out. And another corner here. Lamar looking to attack Volland. Good tackle again, and still not halftime. A third corner here for PSG. Volland tackled again by Lamar. Ref blows his whistle. Finally, it's halftime. PSG have dominated us here. I don't know what we got to do to turn around, but we're going to bring on some new players. To be fair, we're just going to bring on one, and it's going to be Alan St. Maximin on the left wing. I want to see more from Gabri Vega, but he's probably going to come off soon. For Elliot Matazo, we are giving Enzo Lefebvre the day off. He was very tired from training this week. I think he picked up a bit of a knock, so second half time. Oh boy. Lamar to Henrique. Dzeko. Good passing here for Monaco. Dzeko looking for Lamar, and he's got to be offsides. Good idea, though. Oh, what a tackle from Agbadou. PSG get it back, and Volland poachers it in. What an amazing tackle this was from Emmanuel Agbadou, and it just falls right. What are we doing? The pinball. God, this game is so bad sometimes. Gotta show our resiliency here. Come on, Monaco. Nice defending here from Monaco, and Bright comes out of it and breaks away from Mbappe. Bright looking down the line and just can't get it to his man. Great block here from Salisu. Ball is back in. Vollen saved by Neuer. German on German save there. And Briel Embolo's coming on here, as is Elliot Batazzo for Gabri Vega. We just need more inspiration, and PSG are dominating us in possession right now. Nice ball here from Bright, and Kareem is latched onto it here. He'll cross it in towards Embolo. It's 2-1. A quick counterattack, and just like that, Monaco are in this ball game. Bright with a piece of inspiration, getting it to ADEYEMI, who crosses it to a breaking Briel Embolo, and we're only down 1 now. Oh, come on, he didn't even go down. How are we calling a foul there, ref? Mbappe steps up, and Neuer saves! Keeps Monaco in this match. What a moment there from our new number 1. Legendary. Oh, and here can go ADEYEMI. He can break at the PSG defense, and they know it. Lamar waiting for the run from ADEYEMI, and he'll take it here. Kareem, ADEYEMI. Crosses it in towards Embolo. We're tied! Blistering counterattacks against PSG from Kareem and Briel. And just like that, this match is tied. What a match we've had here for the first trophy of the French season. Great defending here from Caio. Can't keep it in, but loving this effort down the stretch here from Monaco. St. Maximin wins the header off of the corner, and here goes Kareem ADEYEMI, trying to break at the defense. Oh, and he just gets it to the wrong guy, but he keeps it going. Can he keep it? No. God, that was just the wrong pass. Defend here, boys. Get it out. Head it away. Great header here. And we are heading to extra time once again with PSG in a cup final. And extra time be damned, we're going to penalties, so let's set this order here. Alright, so we're going to have Lamar lead it off. Briel Embolo is going to be in a finishing range here for us. ADEYEMI and Fofana second. St. Maximin here with the higher finishing, so let's see what we can do here against PSG in pens. Mbappe to take first. Went right last time. Goes right again. Neuer got baited. And Lamar scores. Buries it. Lionel Messi now to take versus Neuer. Also goes right. Also scores. ADEYEMI now versus Donnarumma. Donnarumma guesses right. Good penalty from ADEYEMI. And Neuer saves Marino's shot. Fofana to take. Fofana down the middle. Donnarumma dives, and we're still tied. It's Fabian Ruiz. It's Neuer with the save. Back-to-back saves, and Embolo can put Monaco ahead now. Donnarumma guesses right, and we're tied again. Neuer guesses right, and Monaco have a chance to win the Trophée des Champions here. First match of the season. Alan St. Maximin to win a cup. Ball game. Monaco win. And we have finally beaten PSG. Man of the match, Manuel Neuer. Eat your heart out, Bayern. We've got ourselves a legendary goalkeeper on our hands, and he's not done being a legend yet. What a comeback from these Monaco boys. Thierry's got to be loving it. And Lamar with a second chance for a Lamar lift here in this career mode. Trophée des Champions in year 2 goes to AS Monaco. In penalties nonetheless, but 3 standout performances that I have to shout out. Emmanuel Agbadou in his first big time appearance for Monaco, played every minute and played every minute very well. 7-0 isn't a good enough rating. I don't know, FIFA doesn't give defenders good enough ratings in this game. The ratings are screwed up in this game in general. Karim Adeyemi, 2 assists on 2 blistering counterattacks, both to Breel Embolo, who came off the bench and saved our asses. Sign of things to come for this season here for Monaco. We've finally beaten PSG on this channel, for God's sakes. Thank God.
Finally, inner peace.
So we are here at the beginning of the Ligue 1 season. We're going to start that in next episode, in episode 6. But you look at our finances, we have 24 million euros still in our budget. You know what our team looks like. Do we need anyone? Do we need to make any more signings? Let me know in the comments. And what are you most looking forward to this season? Can we defend our title? Is this Monaco team poised to knock off PSG one more time in the league season? I think if we do, this is where the career mode should be heading. I figured we would win the league at some point. We'd have to with the changes we've been making. But defending the league title is everything for knocking PSG off their quote-unquote perch in French football. And then we can start to knock down that door in terms of European football in the Champions League. The expectations can be pretty high this year, but I think eventually we want to beat PSG to a Champions League title. AC Milan won it last year. We want to be the ones to win it before PSG wins their first Champions League title ever. So until next episode where we start this new campaign, thank you for watching. If you haven't hit that subscribe button already, make sure you do so. Comment down below, hit the like button, all the good stuff. As always, this has been Therios. You'll never walk alone.